Hey everybody, Michelle Babbino here with MissyMichelle.com. Thank you for joining on Friday. Happy Friday, y'all. I'm guessing that you probably all have a lot of things going on this weekend because it is October and there are a lot of festivals, fall festivals going on, and the weather is absolutely gorgeous today. So I hope you are outside enjoying this beautiful weather. Today, and I'm going to be reading a lot just because I took some notes and I want to make sure I'm going quickly and smoothly so that you can get all this information. Today I wanted to quickly, well, first of all, tomorrow we are having an open house at 6402 Queensway Drive, and I apologize because I just forgot the numerical part of the address, so I want to make sure I'm not switching the address around. Hold on one second. Let's see. Anyways, it's Queensway Drive. It's in Teresa Arbor off of Fowler between 56th and 75. So come meet us there tomorrow live, and I probably will be doing a live feed as well from there. I'm not sure what time I will be doing the live feed, but the open house is from 1 to 4 p.m. tomorrow. So let's quickly get over to 6 reasons your competitors are beating you in the bidding wars. Now, I do know some people that are not working with me particularly, that are out there putting in offers on homes, and they are just getting bid out one after the other. Even if, anyways, so they're getting bid out because right now there's multiple bids on properties, and it's very frustrating. And it can easily bring you down as a buyer when you're out there trying to just purchase a home. So these are 6 reasons why this may be happening to the buyer, whether you're the buyer or not. It's a hot market right now. The home sellers own this attractive home that's priced right. So what they're trying to do is get those multiple bid offers, and they're putting themselves in a position to where that, unfortunately for you as the buyer, it becomes very difficult, but for them, they're able to see 3-4 offers side by side and look at all of the terms that are in there and pick which one works best for them. So one of the things, and this is a must when you go out with Missy or myself, that you must have a loan pre-approval. The loan pre-approval is basically, if you don't have that, it's a suspicion that you have trouble qualifying for a mortgage. So that could eliminate your offer off the bat. They're not even going to look at your offer because they don't even know if you can afford the offer. So you want to make sure that you are getting that loan pre-approval, and that is a very simple process. I like to make sure that the loan pre-approval is based on them having pulled your credit and having looked at your debt to income ratio and having looked at all of the information that not necessarily all brokers or lenders do just for the pre-approval. Here's Benjamin Franklin. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Okay? So preparation is key when you're trying to outbid. Their offer contains an escalation clause. Now, this isn't something that I necessarily would use right off the bat. This is something because a lot of the sellers are coming back with highest and best, so you don't necessarily need to always have this clause, but it may be something that's setting theirs apart from your bid. So an escalation clause. So suppose Mr. and Mrs. Seller are asking for $250,000, and they know that there's going to be a multiple offer situation. So basically their real estate agent would write the offer at full price with an escalation clause stating that Mr. Buyer, the other buyer, will pay $2,500 more than competing offers up to specified maximum amount. So that's basically saying, hey, we want to purchase at this price, but if you get an offer that's $1,000 above, we'll go up to $2,500. And there's many reasons why I don't. That's like a last resort for me, and I can explain more in detail with you privately. But that is one of the reasons why you may be being outbid with other offers. Your offer has too many contingencies. So it's not always the purchase price that you're willing to pay that makes your offer the best if it's higher than another price. Contingencies are, one contingency would be that you need to get a loan. Another contingency would be the home inspection. Another contingency could be that your home has to sell before you purchase that home. These are just examples of some contingencies, and if you are a cash buyer who can close next week, doesn't even need an inspection, has zero contingencies, that is going to be the one that looks the best up front. But those are usually the ones that offer the lowest amount. So you have to, the seller's going to look at everything. If you have a lot of contingencies, depending on even what kind of loan you're getting, we'll add more contingencies. Number 4, they have more cash than you. Cash is king, especially in real estate. The all-cash buyer has an enormous advantage over buyers who need to finance a home. If you can't pay cash for the home, a larger down payment obviously will be more attractive to the seller. So if you have a conventional loan versus an FHA loan, which is 20% down versus 3.5% down, the conventional is going to look like a stronger offer to the seller. It's going to be more attractive to them. Number 5, they did their homework. So you'll most likely lose bidding war because your competition outsmarted you. They hired the right real estate agent, which is very important. Not all agents are created equal. Who painstakingly researched current market value in the neighborhood, so they knew when their clients, how high they could bid and when they needed to stop. And this is something that we will always work with you. When you're going out to purchase a home and you want to make an offer on a home, we will talk to you. We will talk to you beforehand, before you even make the offer on paper. What is the maximum amount you're willing to pay for this home based on the comparables for this home? So we will go over what we think, in our opinion, is the highest that you should go on that home. And then you will have to determine how high are you comfortable going. And I have actually a personal example of this, and I shared with you guys a little while ago about this, how there was a home that we liked that was priced less than the home that we actually got. But we weren't willing to go up to the price that the seller was willing to go on that price, because to us, the home was worth $5,000 less than what they were asking, and we felt like we were pushing it where we were going. So for us, that home was not worth what the seller wanted to get. And they got what they wanted from another buyer, and that's fine, because that wasn't the house for us. We paid more for the house we purchased, but the house we purchased was worth the money that we were willing to pay. So every buyer will have their dollar amount for the home that they're putting an offer on. And you may want to go pay more money for another house because it's worth it to you on that house, and this house maybe not so much worth it. So we will let you know prior to even putting in the offer where we think the highest is. We'll do lowest, mid, average, and then highest. And then you guys can determine from there where you feel comfortable. Let's see. Number 6 would be that they're faster than you. There's a lot of times, and we see it happen all the time in real estate. A buyer will put in bid after bid after bid, and they're slow. They're slow to the punch because they have to think about it, and that's fine that you have to think about it. But know this, that when you do find your house that you want and it's an offer you want to put in, don't wait. Go. Just do it. I'm trying to think if there was an example I could share with you on that, but so one of the ways to avoid that from happening is to actually sign up on your agent's website to get automatic emails sent to you when they hit the MLS. So there are certain other real estate websites out there that aren't up to date like they're not to the minute of when property becomes available online. So for instance, our website, missymichelle.com, there under the buyer tab, it actually says alert emails, and you can sign up there, and that's actually pulled directly from the same MLS that we use. So you will get to the minute listings that pop up, or if there's a price reduction, because that's huge too, to know right away when there's a price reduction on a home. Let's see if there's anything else. Basically, the more competition you have, the more conversations you have with your realtor and what it is you're looking for, and setting up those alerts, and just being in communication with your realtor a lot, so that you guys can get in on a property ASAP. And then the more information that your agent finds out on the back end, because one of the other things that really helps, and I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss a point here because I feel like I did, but I think this would be under doing your homework. So one of the things that's really important is that the agent that's representing the buyer, so us, if we were to represent you, you put an offer in a house, that I have communication with the other agent. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes we don't get the best communication from the other side. But that doesn't mean we don't try. And we don't try multiple ways. Try by phone, try by email. As long as we are trying to communicate with them. And I've actually, and I know this is going to sound hokey to most of you, but we've done it and it's helped. I will actually, if there is a home that we know there's going to be multiple bids, I will have or ask the buyer to write a personal story of, especially if they're a first-time home buyer. Many times you'll hear that if the seller connects with them on an emotional level, it's harder with a bank-owned. But on a resale, if the seller connects with the buyer on an emotional level, that will sometimes make all the difference in the world. So when we ask you to do some silly stuff sometimes, trust me, there's a reason why we're asking you, and we're going to set you apart from the rest of the buyers that are out there in the bidding wars. So if you're having a problem, you won't have this problem with us, and if you're working with a realtor, then I'm not trying to gain your business, because that would be wrong of me to do. So I'll just leave it at that. But come check out our open house tomorrow on Queensway Drive in Temple Terrace off of Feller in Teresa Arbor. It's a beautiful home. I have it posted on our Facebook page, so check that out. Other than that, I forgot to mention, we met with a wonderful mortgage broker yesterday, Walter Parker, and I am going to I don't believe he's got a business page. I'm just looking it up really quick to make sure I'm not, oops. Sorry guys, hold on one second. Okay, I think his business page is his page. So I will try to connect him in our Facebook, but wonderful. I think we spoke, Missy, myself, and him spoke for like 2 hours. Wonderful person. He's got some great programs as well. So we've got, like I said, we've got a couple, we work with a lot of different lenders and mortgage brokers, so we like to match people up depending on what their needs are. So hi Rita, so if you have any questions on Walter, please reach out to us and I'll try to connect. I'm not sure if I can connect his personal page through the thing, but I think I can. So we'll see. Oh, that's weird, I can see myself. Anyway, and we met Walter at Buttermilk Provisions in Wesley Chapel off of Bruce B. Downs. It's in the same plaza as Dickey's and Hungry Greek, right across from the hospital. It's a cute little locally owned tea and coffee shop, and they have donuts, and I think they had some other like Danishes and stuff there. But Missy and I both got the bourbon vanilla tea, and it comes in a huge cup. Oh, it was so warming. Like, it was just one of those drinks that just makes you, like, gives you the warm and fuzzies. So like you just want to cozy up on a really cushy couch with a nice blanket and a really good book, it was one of those teas. So check out Buttermilk Provisions. I will put a link to them. Look back, we were talking about the 6 reasons your competitors are beating you at the bidding wars when you're putting in offers on a house. And any other questions you have, you can always reach back out to us. And I'm so excited. It's going to be a great weekend. Come see us at our open house. And I think that was all I had. So if you have any questions, just reach out to us, please. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Happy Friday. Have a good weekend.